Let me talk to you about a $500,000 power limit here. We're speaking about business credit cards for bad credit that report to Experian. We're speaking, of course, about Experian Business. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. Number 7, we have Capital One Spark Classic. Our score, 8/10. The cool thing about Spark Classic is that if you have a great relationship with Capital One, it doesn't matter, your credit score doesn't matter, they will approve you, not a problem at all. Normally, this is a business credit card for fair credit, but if you have if you have a relationship with Capital One, they could actually approve you even though you have a FICO score. If you have a FICO score of 500, you could still be approved. This is fantastic. We have a lot of business clients who get approved for this Capital One Spark Classic. Not a problem at all. The only thing is you got to have 1 to 2 years of relationship with Capital One at the business level. So this card is just fantastic because it allows you to actually earn unlimited 1% cash back for your business on every purchase everywhere, no limits or category restrictions. And Capital One will also report to Dun & Bradstreet and also to Equifax. But they also love the fact that if you have to let them know. They don't do this by default though. You got to ask them to report your transactions to Experian Business. So this is important. Let me quickly go through the pros and cons. We love the fact that this card has no annual fee. It has no foreign transaction fees, and you can qualify with bad or average credit. What we love about this card also is that Capital One will start you at around that they will actually start you around $50,000 limits. But as long as you actually are, if you're showing responsible usage of the card, they will not only increase your credit limits, they also will upgrade your card. So you go to another card. So if you start with the Classic and you go with other Capital One business credit cards. So overall, this is just fantastic. One thing, and they actually review your account every 6 months. Every 6 months, they will review your account, and they will increase you between 10% or between 10 to 25%. Just fantastic card. So this is a great business card for bad credit that reports to Experian. But please remember, you need to have a prior relationship with Capital One to qualify for this card if you have bad credit. Number 6, we have Capital on Tap Business. Our score, 8.4/10. This is another great card that we love a lot that reports to Experian. And this is a no personal guarantee card. So it doesn't matter, like your credit score doesn't really matter. I mean, they want you to have minimum like 580, but your credit score doesn't matter because what really matters here is the strength of your financials, your company's financials, okay? And they will report to Experian every month, and without you even asking them. So this is kind of different from Capital One where you have to request it, but for Capital on Tap, they do it automatically. And so this is just fantastic. And one thing I want to say here is that this is a rewards card, so you actually can earn up to 1.5% rewards. And we also love the fact that, hey, listen, they'll give you a $200 if you're a new card holder. So this is just fantastic. Overall, this is a great card. So, and the potential limits here can go all the way to $500,000. We have business clients who are approved for $500,000. But again, everything depends on your company's financials, okay? And one thing I want to say also is that when you actually apply for Capital on Tap, make sure that you have your paperwork ready because they tend to move real fast. They'll ask you for paperwork, so just make sure you have your incorporation documents ready, your financials ready, and so on and so forth. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here, to have this quick convo with you about business credit cards for bad credit that reports to Experian. So we're speaking about $500,000 power play here, maximum credit limits, just fantastic. And when you think about Capital on Tap, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cashback on all purchases. You can apply without a hard credit check. And we love the fact that Capital on Tap has excellent customer service, okay? The only thing is this is a business credit card. So you got to have a business. You got to have a legit business. You cannot say, I'm a solopreneur. I'm doing my thing. I'm an independent contractor. I have a business. If your business is not legally organized, you're not going to qualify. Okay, so now is the time. If you're interested in having this business credit card and you want to maybe you want a card that reports to Experian, now is the time to actually beef up to make sure that you are legit. Talk to the authorities in your state so that you can actually legalize your business if you haven't already done so. Number 5, we have DV. Our score, 8.8 over 10. So when you think about DV, I want you to think about another card that actually reports to Experian, and you don't have to ask DV; they do it automatically here. So this is kind of cool. What we love about DV is that this is the one card that allows you to earn points, but it's all about making sure that the points that they want you to earn actually are in sync with your operational needs, right? Because it's not about just getting points because you want to get points. No, those points must be in sync with your operational needs. And DV doesn't need to have your FICO score, because DV is a no personal guarantee, a business credit card that actually looks at your company's financials. They look at your economic sector. They look at your liquidity trends, okay? And meaning they look at your cash inflows and cash outflows. They will ask you for a plug-in to your bank account or to your accounting software, so they have a better idea about your liquidity inflows and liquidity outflows. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about business credit cards for bad credit that report to Experian business, and we're speaking about we are basically talking about a $500,000 potential credit limits. Okay, and so when you think about DV, you're thinking about a card that has no annual fees, the card that has a constellation of spending controls that will allow you to know exactly how much you're spending. And this is kind of cool, especially if you have multiple teams, if you have and those teams are remote, and you want to have better control over your accounting, better control over your financial reporting. DV can also help you do that. Okay. And what we love about DV is that they do things automatically. Everything is done automatically. We don't like the fact that DV does have a complicated rewards structure, though. I mean, they have limits on redemption. It's just complicated. So DV, if you're listening to us, now is the time. Now is the opportunity to simplify your rewards structure. Obviously, you have great offer, 1x to 7x points, but the way you have to redeem it, it's just too complicated. Okay, and you have credit limits up to $1.5 million, even though, based on our experience, $500,000, it's about the average here. Number 4, we have Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards MasterCard. Our score, 9.1 over 10. So if you're looking for a business credit card for bad credit that reports to Experian, this is a great card for you. The only thing is that for Bank of America, kind of similar to a Capital One, you need to have an existing relationship with Bank of America for them to actually consider you for this card if you have bad credit. Without a relationship, you're not going to qualify. Like if you were just a random applicant, a random borrower, and you apply for this Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards MasterCard, you will be denied if you don't have an existing relationship. And I've said this before, when we speak about a relationship, we're speaking about a multi-product relationship, and at the personal level, but also at the business level. So the more accounts you have with Bank of America, the better. Okay, and the card actually you have to also request Bank of America to report your data to Experian. They don't do this automatically. Remember, Bank of America is a behemoth. They are a giant. Your account is probably nothing for them. So they have no incentive to report your data to Experian unless you actually you don't follow through with your promises of repayment. But overall, it's a great card that allows you to have a 1.5% cashback, and even better, you have a $300 offer when it comes to intro offer. If you're a new customer, it's really great. So just remember, if you have bad credit right now, you listen to me, you need to have an existing relationship with Bank of America. Now, the card actually allows you to earn. The 300 bonus that I was talking about, you can earn that after you make at least $3,000 in purchases for the first 90 days of your account opening. And after that, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. There is no annual cap, and the cash rewards do not expire. So this is really great. And one thing we love about the Bank of America is that you can earn up to 75% more cash back on every purchase if you have a business checking accounts with Bank of America and you qualify for the bank's highest preferred rewards for a business tier. So this is really fantastic. Number 3, we have Brex Card. Our score, 9.4 over 10. So if you're looking for a business credit card for bad credit that reports to Experian, Brex Card is great for you because, first of all, Brex Card, they report automatically. You don't have to ask them. They just do it by default. Number 2, Brex doesn't care about your credit. So whether you have bad credit, you have good credit, you have fair credit, Brex doesn't care about that because Brex is primarily a no personal guarantee, EIN only business credit card. So this business credit card will actually concern itself with your revenue, your cash inflows and cash outflows, your financial statements overall, your balance sheets. So Brex, in some cases, will want to connect your accounting software to their system, so they have a better idea about what's really happening behind closed doors in your company. Sometimes they'll ask you to connect your bank account to their software, and so it is what it is. With Brex is kind of similar to a DV because Brex gives you a rewards rate between 1 and 7x points. The only reason why Brex, in our view, is superior to DV in this case is because Brex tends to report to Experian multiple times a month. They don't have to do it once a month. Sometimes they do it twice a month, or sometimes they do it 3 times a month. Sometimes they can do a special request if you ask them to, so they'll do it for you. And also you have intro offer. They have an intro offer of 10,000 points. This is really great. And so it is just fantastic. So with Brex, you have a lot more capabilities, a lot more flexibility in our view. So you have bonus categories. There are no foreign transaction fees. There is no personal guarantee. So it's just fantastic. And credit limits are 10 to 20 times higher than traditional small business corporate cards, because Brex just want you to really have flexibility here, okay? And you also have exclusive sign-up offers from the best products and tools for your business. For example, Amazon Clouds, okay? You have Google Ads, WeWork, Salesforce, and those rewards those discounts rather, they are worth up to $150,000 in value. So this is really, really great. So fantastic overall offer from Brex. Our score, once again, 9.4 over 10. Number 2, we have Ramp Card. Our score, 9.7 over 10. So when you think about a Ramp Card, I want you to think about a card that's kind of similar to a Brex and DV. But what we love about Ramp is that Ramp actually has a constellation of programs and capabilities that allow you to control your cash, control your reporting, to control your spending, and it does it at a very granular level. And so obviously you have, this is a no personal guarantee card, EIN only. And obviously that means what? It means that your credit limit is based on the strength of your financials, of your company's financials. And the rewards rate here is 1.5% cash back. We love that a lot. So overall, great offer from Ramp. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about business credit cards for bad credit that report to Experian business. And so when we think about this Ramp card, I want you to think about a card that's obviously that has no personal guarantee or credit check, so you're really cool with that. So no risk here in terms of your FICO score, no risk in terms of personal guarantee. You are good to go. But you got to really remember that the card that wants you to repay whatever you have charged on the card, you have to repay this every month. So you're not allowed to carry balances here, okay? But we love the fact that Ramp has direct integrations with popular tools and card level spending controls and alerts. again, this is kind of cool because it allows you to control your spending. It allows you to have a clear, like a bird's eye view of what's really happening, which is a really advantage, which is beneficial in our view if you have multiple teams, especially when those teams are actually working from several locations. The only thing is that Ramp does have high requirements. You must have, for example, at least $75,000 in cash in any U.S. business bank account to qualify. $75,000. That's just cash sitting there, not cash, not revenue, not income. That's just cash sitting there. So you can see that the approval bar is kind of high. Number one, the best of the best in our view here. Inc. Business Unlimited credit card. Our score 9.9 over 10. So with Chase, okay, three things. Number one, you need to request that Chase reports this business credit card to Experian. Similar to Bank of America or Capital One, they don't do it automatically. Okay, Chase has millions of customers. They're not going to do it for you automatically, but if you request it, they will do it for you. That's number one. Number two, you need to have a long-standing relationship with Chase. So it's not about like even if you have bad credit, you could still qualify for this loan if you have a relationship with Chase at the personal level, but also at the business level. That's the second thing. The third thing here is that your credit limits, your initial credit limits, will, I mean, even though this is a $500,000 power play, your initial limit will not exceed $100,000. Again, but this if you have the right relationship though. Even if you have the right relationship, Chase is not going to give you that much at the beginning, at least if you have bad credit. So be aware of that. And one thing I want to say also is that, this is a cashback credit card. So you are able to earn 1.5% cashback. And there is a wonderful intro offer of $750. We love that a lot. And so let me quickly go through some of the pros and cons here. So pros, no annual fee. There's an intro APR offer. You have an intro APR period also. So basically you have 0% intro APR for 12 months on purchases, not balance transfers though, purchases only. There are no rewards caps, and there is a new cardholder bonus offer. Okay, so basically the bonus offer is that you earn $750 bonus cashback after you spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening. And so in addition to that, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase made for your business. But the only thing is you have no bonus categories. So that could be a bummer though, but you do have around the clock monitoring for unusual credit card purchases. So overall, this is a great offer in our view. Let me close to this conversation by having a quick overview with you, because when we talk about business credit cards for bad credit that report to Experian, remember that you want, ideally, you want every lender or every credit card provider to report your data, your business data, to Experian, to Equifax, and to Dun & Bradstreet, right? Because you don't want your data to be reported to only one business credit bureau. You want all three credit bureaus to know about your transactional activities. So it's important. In today's conversation, we're focusing on Experian, but when you actually sign up with a lender or a credit card provider, just make sure that you ask them first whom they report to. If they report to all three or only one or only two. And that's the first thing. The second thing is that you want to check your Experian business credit report to make sure the data is accurate. Because it wouldn't matter if you actually tell your lenders or credit card issuers to report your data to Experian, but then your Experian business credit reports is just like it's a low quality, like it has inaccurate data, unsubstantiated data in that credit file. So it's important. And another thing you want to do here is you want to actually it's just better to sign up with Experian. Like you pay them like $30 or I think $35 every month. And they just share with you all kinds of information about your business credit reports and score. That way, if something were to happen, you don't have to actually sign in. And so it is totally possible. Another thing I want you to do here is that as you're trying to find business credit cards for bad credit that report to Experian. Besides actually prioritizing the relationship or like the relationship with the bank or credit union, besides that, you also need to think about making sure that business credit card that you're getting actually fits your company's situation, right? Are you looking for a rewards business credit card? Are you looking for a balance transfer business credit card? Are you looking for something totally specific or totally focused? This is important. If you're looking for a card that allows you to earn rewards but at the same time build business credits, then you might bet you it's just better that you go with the fintechs. You go with the ramp, the DV, that you go with the capital on tap. So they'll be the card that will actually help you out. At the end of the day, it's something with the Brex. It's really a matter of you being used to having your data reported to Experian Business. Before we do a recap here, I just want to quickly acquaint you with our approach when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing business credit cards for bad credit that report to Experian. Check this out. All right, let's do a quick recap here. Number one, we have Inc. Business Unlimited Cash. Our score 9.9 over 10. Number two, we have a Ramp Card. Our score 9.7 over 10. Number three, we have Brex Card. Our score 9.4 over 10. Number four, we have Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards MasterCard. Our score 9.1 over 10. Number five, we have DV Business Card. Our score here 8.8 over 10. Number six, we have Capital on Tap Business. Our score 8.4 over 10. And last but not the least, we have Capital One Spark Classic. Our score 8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.